Flashcards will not improve your MCAT score nearly as fast as practice questions will, and I'm going to explain why. You're doing flashcards, at best, all you're doing is remembering facts. You might not even be doing that. You might just be opening up the flashcards and recognizing that you've seen the fact before without actually retrieving it from memory. That depends on the structure of your cards, but anyway, at best, that's all you're doing. When you're doing practice questions, you're doing that. You're recognizing content, you're retrieving it from memory, but you're also applying it in context. When you think about the MCAT, you're looking at the passage, you're learning how to get information out of the passage in an efficient way. You're learning the patterns of how MCAT passages are structured and written and how to get information out of it efficiently. You're learning how to identify the deliverables of questions that might be complex in their structure. You're learning the wrong answer choice patterns, the way that the wrong answer choices are set up, that they are wrong for the same reasons again and again and again because it's a standardized exam. You're learning how to manage your concentration and your fatigue over prolonged question sets. In other words, you're getting the articulate knowledge of what you need, but you're also getting the inarticulate things, the tasks, the skills, the practices, the cognitive habits, the stuff that actually makes your MCAT score go up. That's why per unit of time, you will see a greater increase in your MCAT score if you're doing and reviewing practice questions other than doing flashcards. For the 10 years that I've been helping people improve their MCAT scores, I've seen it again and again. People will come to me because they're really stuck, they don't know how to get their score to go up, and I say, what are you doing? And they talk about doing hours of flashcards a day. I tell them to stop doing that, and they start doing practice questions, and within a few days or a few weeks, they're seeing progress, and they're feeling it too. Doing and reviewing practice questions has the added benefit of getting your test-taking anxiety down as well. In psychiatry, one of the main things we do to help people with anxiety is exposure. So if you're nervous about the exam and you're constantly doing practice questions, every practice question you do, you're forcing yourself to be exposed to the thing you're anxious about, and it makes you calmer on test day. Last thing I'll address is that you are definitely going to see people online or in your friends group who swear by their flashcards. And you're going to be so upset because you have all of this conflicting information. You're watching my videos, you're watching other ones, you're listening to them, and you're like, what do I do? My advice is that you think critically about the advice that you're given. Your friend did flashcards and they did well. They are extremely deep in survivorship bias. They think that they did well because of the things they did, rather than acknowledging that they did well and did some things, but they don't actually know on an empiric level why they did well. You should think through this on your own and decide what's best for you, but this recommendation is based on my 10 years of working with clients, seeing this pattern again and again. Here's what I ask. Let's help the community figure out what to do. Go into the comments, and if you use flashcards, talk about why you use them effectively. What makes your approach to flashcards actually effective? And if you don't use them, then talk about why your approach is more effective and why you don't bother with flashcards. And if you've done both and have something to say about the difference between how you progress doing each, definitely put it down there.